4.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan
Friday,
show.
baby. We're just
You can
ready to
tell
go.
Special K is behind the controls now.
Well, wait, didn't we say at the beginning of the show that the controls were a minute from imploding at any moment? So,
Yeah, how
you know,
they
it's
doing
just starting
there,
a little
Kev?
early.
Well, it's because I took control, and now it's definitely going to go downhill.
Plus, we're all on Friday, but think about it. All the guys are in shorts in here. I don't think
It's like,
none of us all wear
I
shorts
think it was something to do with the meeting
Even
yesterday.
you are wearing shorts, Eric?
Yes,
Whoa,
yeah,
that
we're all
never
wearing
happened.
shorts right now because they said something in the meeting about the air conditioning going down, and I was like, oh, I don't want to chance it. And I'm like,
And Eric's going to the beach, so he needs to have his beach shorts on.
Yeah, I'm like ready to get the heck
nice.
out.
I wanted to make sure that you guys gave some love to the summer of 2023 before we move forward.
yes,
Yeah,
you're shot
8:20 this morning.
10 grand.
Right. Everybody who is winning a prize at 8:20, 1:20, and 5:20 becomes a finalist for $10,000 that we're giving away at the end of the summer. So today's prize at 8:20, tickets to see Post Malone next week at the Cynthia Wismitchell Pavilion. Bring your fan and your personal fan on your neck. And we're going to make you a finalist for 10 grand. Here we go.
And coming up at 9 a.m., I have the Friday Free-For-All where we got the #1 Billboard hit with Padam Padam. Lots of requests for that. And
Ooh,
I think I want to play some throwback freestyle music like Lil Susie or something like that. You know,
I think we'll be dancing again on Insta.
Eric, Little Susie,
dance
that's
party.
your favorite.
Oh, yeah. Wake up, Lil Susie.
104.1 KRBE. You know the three-digit extension of the...
All right, let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call.
All right, what's this all about?
We've got Amanda on the line to tell us about her husband.
Hi, Roula and Ryan. My name's Amanda Wilson. I want to prank my husband. He had eye surgery. He had the implant contact lens surgery, and I thought it would be fun to prank him and tell him that there has been a recall. They have to remove the lenses, and it might include removing his eyes.
Don't worry,
Oh
it won't
my
hurt
gosh.
for very long.
Oh, my gosh.
Fun idea, right?
Take
Now,
out your eyes.
this surgery is completely safe and highly recommended and works really well. I need to say that before we move forward so no one gets upset out there. This is merely for shenanigans. So,
Merely for shenanigans.
If you're getting laser surgery, your eyeballs are not being removed.
recalled. Now, this
Or
is
if you're getting
a...
that lens contact surgery of some sort.
Yes, permanent contacts here. So let's give him a call.
Wow.
You know, when we do the surgery, we go through the pamphlet and read the directions on what to do next in the surgery and how to get this
Yeah,
going.
right.
You know, this
That's
is
exactly how that works.
this is a product that they send in to us. Here we go on the Roula and Ryan show with the eye surgery.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. It's Jaime calling from the...
Oh, hey.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to ask you for a quick moment about the ICL.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that everything is going well now that we are a couple months off of it.
Yes, it's still going great.
Okay, and you've had no issues with the crisscross vision like a lot of people. Is that an issue?
Nope.
Well, the reason I ask is, unfortunately, we've had a lot of folks come in here, and there's now a recall on the lenses.
Uh-huh.
The directions, unfortunately, that were provided by the manufacturer told us the wrong way to install them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, like, they're not sliding around and, like, they're not hurting you.
No, not at all.
Well, what happened was they're upside down.
Oh, my God.
So we just want to flip them.
Okay.
So this involves a quick visit to the office.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what's going on that it involves, okay?
Okay.
It involves, I am reading this. This involves popping out the eyeball for a few seconds.
Okay.
Are you squeamish?
No.
So if you saw one eye looking at the other, you wouldn't be like, oh, goodness, and pass out.
I honestly don't know.
Okay, so no issues with the vision, though.
No.
Okay, and you so not seeing like any halos?
The halos a little bit, but I don't even really notice them that much anymore.
Okay, so no, you haven't seen anything else strange like ghosts or anything?
No.
The future? Sir.
No.
Okay, could you see Amanda pranking you on KRBE radio? My name is Special K from the Roula and Ryan show.
Yeah, I kind of recognize the voice.
Oh, damn it. I don't know why Amanda would want to do this to you. She didn't indicate a birthday or an anniversary or that you did something wrong.
She just wants to do it, just have fun.
So, as you know, your eyes are fine.
Oh, yeah. Before, I was blind as a bat, essentially. Like, I could not see beyond maybe not even a foot in front of my face.
Wow. And so what's it like now?
I can see everything. Like, no glasses, nothing. Like, I can see far away. I can actually go swimming with the kids, take them to a water park, not worry about them. Honestly, best money I've ever spent.
Okay, good. Can you say Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan show?
Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan show.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh my God, my favorite part was you're not squeamish if one eye's looking at the other.
And you're so laid back.
Yeah,
He's so chill.
I feel like at one point when he said okay, like I was like, okay, that okay sounds like maybe he thinks something's up, but man, you are good pushing with that. You are good
Freaking
pushing
out?
with that.
I just
Is
had
it
the
fine?
visual.
They're backwards and upside down? Okay. Y'all go to krve.com if you would like to prank someone in your world, and that's where it happens. krve.com/prank call requests, and that is how we can get you connected with Special K so you can get under somebody's skin, honestly. That's really what it is. Coming up next, it's time for Believe It or Not. Can you believe that one of my eyes will be looking at the other during this surgery?
That would be an interesting
That'd be
story.
weird.
Yeah, the lines are open right now.
713-390-KRBE. Tell us a story that sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Whether it happened to you or somebody you know, we are ready to hear it on Believe It or Not on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Believe it or not, the stories are true. Don't ever let anyone try to bullshit you. Either you could be dead, nearly chopped off your head. Roula Ryan Show. Believe it or not,
Special K is cruel.
Stab me in the back, throw you under the bus. Stab me.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, what?
He's so
That sounds like a bad choir. Like,
Yeah, I don't know
like
about
a
the
third
production
grade
value
choir.
on that.
Even a bad thing. I don't remember doing that. How drunk was I that day?
Remember that, Yvonne? That
little
was like
off.
pre-baby. That was
my God,
that was awesome. I'm
hilarious.
so glad I could air that for you today.
Stabby. You're stabby, Kevin. You're stabby.
Man, I might always
well,
fun and lighthearted and like, you know,
She
But
was-
there's,
she really-
but there's truth in every joke.
stabbing.
I didn't even come up with those words. I just sang
man.
them.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, 713-390-KRVE. That is our phone number, 390-5723. You tell us a story that sounds unbelievable, but it's true. In this case, we first started off
With Rebecca.
I want you to look up something, Eric, while we're talking to Rebecca to make sure that that's the right thing you're seeing on text, and we'll talk about that one next, the TikTok thing.
Okay.
See that one there? Look on your TikTok. But in the meantime, you'll know what I'm talking about after Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi.
Hey, good morning. So what is your Believe It or Not
Good morning.
story? Good morning. Fire away.
Yes. When I was pregnant with my son back in 1997, I was 21. I went in to have my son, and there was a nurse that was addicted to Demerol, and she took my Demerol shot, and she overdosed me on a pill to raise my blood pressure, and so I died for 8 minutes. They actually could not get me to come around. They told my mother to go to the chapel and pray, and she was like, no, you need to bleep and get my daughter to breathe. And they got me to breathe, and so I came back around, and they tried to blame it on me for like a month until my doctor was like, she's not going to sue me. So she told me the truth. She was like, no, she was addicted to Demerol. They let her have a key to the drug cabinet, and she took a shot, and she passed out in the broom closet. And then she gave you a pill to raise your blood pressure, and so therefore you basically – and then she had to give me magnesium sulfate to get my blood pressure down.
Oh my God.
So that's what I got overdosed on.
Wait a second. I don't understand why she gave you a
Wow.
pill. Did she give you a pill because of of her passing out? She woke up. She goes, "Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing." Or what was the point of the pill?
She told me it was a Demerol pill, but it was not.
Demerol is a
It's
painkiller.
a painkiller. It's a very it's a heavy duty painkiller.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was supposed to get a shot, but she took the shot and she gave me a pill
And for some reason, it raised my blood pressure. And then she had to bring it down, and she overdosed me on magnesium sulfate.
So can I ask you, during those 8 minutes where you're not breathing, did you have any kind of out-of-body experience? Or
Sure, yeah. I went to heaven.
well, tell us a little bit about that.
You're saying it so naturally, like, yeah, sure. Yeah,
you guys never done that before?
No. It was just I told my mother I couldn't breathe, and then I ended up being embraced by a type of light, and the most wonderful feeling I can never describe it. And basically, I don't really remember after that, but I remember the feeling, and I remember coming back, and I didn't know why, and I was in pain, and they were like, hey, you had a boy. He weighed 8 pounds and 7 ounces. And I was like, yeah, I know that. And then I couldn't breathe. I was intubated, and it was horrible.
Jeez.
Oh,
yeah.
my
What was your
God.
sensation like when you opened your eyes after being out for 8 minutes?
It was insane because I didn't even know where I was because I had actually went to heaven. Like, I didn't understand how I was brought back in that situation because I really thought I had died, you know.
Well, technically you did.
Yeah. Rebecca, do you have any longing effects after this? Like any other side effects or anything? Was there any damage?
Yeah, my son ended up with severe PTSD, severe ADHD, and he also is autistic.
Were you able to did you have to sue them at all, or did you just?
Because you were saying the doctor said you're going to sue me. So what happened there?
No, I didn't sue her. I sued the hospital, and they settled with me. They settled with me, and then they settled with my son 3 years later.
Oh, good. Well, I hope it was a fair compensation.
Yeah, I hope you're taken care of.
Sure.
Man.
Yes.
Wow.
Gosh.
Well, we're glad you're with us.
What a story.
Thank you.
Your time was not up.
There's another person who almost died on line 3.
Rebecca, thank you for calling. Chelsea's up next. I guess this is the theme that we got with today on Believe It or Not. Near-death situations. Chelsea's was from a different medical procedure. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
What happened in your situation?
Yes, so I was in 8th grade, and I almost died from a cavity. My mom didn't take me for the cavity, let it go. The infection became abscessed, and it went down my throat and swelled up like the entirety of inside my mouth and my throat. We went to ER, waited. They didn't understand what was going on, so then they did the MRI, the big tube, and even started wheeling me back to the waiting room, not knowing what was going on. It was late, so I was passing out. No, somebody ran up, was like, no, like, she needs to go. So then they start yelling at me, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. And then they're like, what flavor do you want? I guess for the gas, but it was emergency tracheotomy, a drainage tube through my chin, all this stuff.
And you're how old were you? Your 8th grade, you said?
8th grade?
8th grade, yep.
Okay, at what point did they figure out it's a cavity situation, Chelsea? Because did they not know? And when they did the I guess you said when they put you in the scan, when you came in, what'd they think it was? They thought it was like some throat thing or what?
They just were like, oh, she seems fine. Her blood pressure is just high. Because I felt the pain. I knew I was swollen, but they didn't realize. But come on, like my tongue didn't fit in my mouth anymore. It was so swollen.
And they were saying it's just high blood pressure. Oh, right. That's what
Initially, they were like, that's all we're finding. Like, no, man.
Wow. So an
was that here?
infected
Just
tooth.
curious. Was that here in Houston, or was that like maybe a small town somewhere where they don't realize that an inflated tongue sounds like a problem?
You're right. Actually, it was a little town in Colorado, and then Colorado Springs. So yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Chelsea, so finally at the end of this, how many days until you came out of this and you were healthy and everything was cleaned up? How long did that take?
I was in ICU for 2 weeks, missed finals or something.
Oh my gosh.
You know, someone texted in and said it best, your teeth are connected to your heart. Don't miss those dentist appointments. I try to encourage people that you need to take care of your teeth because all that plaque can get into your bloodstream and then cause problems in your heart.
How many people today, Kevin, are going to be calling their dentist?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
You
miss
should.
those appointments.
Don't let it
If
go.
anything,
I'm glad you're
this
okay
is the
now.
story. This is the message today from Chelsea. Make sure you check your teeth. And, months ago, I had an abscess in my tooth because it was a dead nerve in a crown. I had no idea. And so I missed the show for a couple of days. I just told them pull the tooth. They had to pull the tooth. Who freaking knew? And I take care of my teeth, man. It could happen super fast. So make sure you make those dentist appointments. Chelsea, thanks for sharing your story. Amber is up next. I don't even know
This
if
is
I
a
want to
dark,
hear this story.
believe it or
Yeah,
not.
you guys are.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily dark. It
You
did
know
have
what?
a positive outcome for
Hold
both
on.
stories.
It is. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll do the TikTok guy first because
Okay.
people are gonna be like, I can't hear it. Okay, Tim has a pretty remarkable story. Is Tim the same person from the text, I assume? Yes.
I don't see the test.
I never saw
Okay.
text.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have
just so
Tim
many.
on. Hi,
Hey,
Tim.
Tim.
will
Welcome
just
to the
tell
Roula
us
and
what he
Ryan
did
show.
because he
Tim.
texted our show. Hi, Tim. Good morning.
Good morning. Y'all
Hey.
are
Hi
amazing.
there.
I want to tell y'all we listen to y'all every day.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you
Love
so
that.
much.
Now we
Tim,
want to hear
tell
your
us-
story.
Tell us what you texted
So-
us. Where you're going to elaborate on that.
In 2019, I weighed 720 pounds. I was fully mobile and I was still working like 80 hours a week. So it wasn't like I was bedridden like you see most cases. In August of 2020, during COVID, I had a duodenal switch, which they just basically take everything out from the inside. So I had my appendix, my gallbladder, half my large intestines, all my small intestines, and then they just connected it to my what little pocket of my stomach was left. And since that journey, I have lost 600 pounds, and I am now currently at 189 pounds.
You're 189 pounds. Now, the first thing that comes to
Wow.
mind is, did you have surgery to remove excess skin?
Yes. In last year, I had the stomach section, and actually August 14th this month, I have the top section removed. This skin from the arms and skin from the chest.
My God,
What's
that's
your
That is
TikTok
my
handle?
last
Story.
What's your TikTok handle so we can all? Because I assume you probably have the.
It's larger than life, and there's an underscore between larger and right after than.
May I ask you a question?
And I chronicalized the entire journey on TikTok to help hold myself accountable. It was something my wife wanted me to do. And the whole reason we started all this is because me and my wife, unfortunately, couldn't have kids. So we were going into the foster system. And I said, you know what, with my health the way it is, I mean, I know y'all have had these phone calls all morning, but I have died 3 times in the time of all my health issues leading up to
Were
the
they
surgery and
heart
everything.
issues?
Wow.
No, I never had any heart issues. My doctor literally told me I was the healthiest fat person he's ever seen.
Wow, that's
I didn't have high
unbelievable, Tim.
cholesterol or anything. I never had diabetes. I never had anything like that.
Well, you're blessed.
But
Okay, I have a question for you, Tim. Being 700 pounds and now being 189 pounds, mentally, have you grasped that yet? It takes a long time for people, even if they lost 50 pounds or 100 pounds, to feel like they don't need that
Yeah, when you look
size
in the mirror,
anymore
do you
or
see-
don't weigh that much anymore.
Which do you see in the mirror? Do you see the 189 pound or do you see the 600, 700 pound person?
I honestly, every morning I wake up, I still feel like it's a dream because I was like, I never thought this was going to be possible in my life. And whenever I wake up, I still feel like I'm that big person that I'm like, nope, this is my life now. So it's a completely different experience. Like
Tim.
I'm able to do more things now than I'm ever been able to do.
Can I ask you? I want to ask you a personal question.
Go ahead.
What circumstances in life led you to become over 700 pounds?
I worked in the food industry in warehousing and food sales my entire life for 12 years before COVID. And everything of that nature. So I was always around food. I was always cooking. I would say, I guess, an amateur chef. I like to create new dishes and everything, and I'd go into restaurants and expand their menu with the food they would already have before COVID and to help save on food costs and add additional items. So I was always eating, trying, and everything. Now, I was married before, and she cheated on me, but that's beyond the point. And once I got divorced, I just threw myself in my work and didn't look up until my wife found me online, and that's history.
What's your handle again? Everybody wants to follow you because you got some great stuff. Yeah, what is it?
Larger than life, and there's an underscore between than and or between larger and than.
Okay.
Yeah, so larger _than _life on TikTok.
Yes.
It's Tim on the Roula and Ryan Show. Go ahead.
No, I started that because I felt like I was larger than what life can compensate.
It looks like great stuff. I just feel like you need, for the stuff that you have on here, you need more views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think you should be getting like 100,000,
You can
200,000
inspire
views. So
You were,
lot of people.
700, how many pounds before you did all the health
720.
720.
720, and now you're 189.
Yes.
That's
Unbelievable.
amazing.
Bravo to you, Tim. Thank you for sharing your story on our show.
Thank you so much.
We
No
applaud you,
problem.
sir.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all keep my family laughing every morning.
Oh, thanks. So I think you inspired a lot of people this morning. Good for
luck.
you.
All right.
Let's know how it goes in a few weeks or next week.
Yeah,
yeah.
after your surgery, let
Actually,
us
less
know.
than a week.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll let y'all know.
Thanks.
All
Stay in
right, take
touch.
care, Tim. All right,
right,
coming up
thanks.
next, guys. Thank you so much. You know, so many people reach out to our show via text at 37530. And I know coming up next, we're supposed to do Celebrity Scoop, but I'm going to read this text from somebody. And it feels like it should be published somewhere where you write it like in a Hallmark card, or it's to the parents of the high school graduates who are putting their kids together for college. And it's fantastic. You got to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm pleased to introduce Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop
on KRBE.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today in this section of the Roula and Ryan Show, I'm going to make a celebrity out of one of our texters at 37530. This person did not leave a name that I saw, but we were talking earlier when we did Open Phones Fridays. For you 7 o'clockers, 6 o'clock is where it's at if you want to call our show, because we open the phone lines to anything. And one of our 6 o'clockers was driving to Kansas. She was alone in her car. Her husband and her daughter were in the car in front of her. They're moving their daughter to school on a softball scholarship, and she said they were a ball of emotions.
Yep.
So we were talking about how, that's going to be happening now in the next 2 weeks. All these parents of the kids that graduate high school just not too long ago are going to be sending them off, and it's very emotional. Okay, so this is a great text that we got. The texter said that their cousin posted this on their Facebook page. So we don't know who the author is, but I'm going to read it as is. It's called The Overnight Bag. The Overnight Bag. Get your Kleenex. Somebody's cutting onions. The Overnight Bag. For 18 years now, I've packed an overnight bag, or had one, for Mallory to pack when staying the night or the weekend out with friends. Packing and unpacking it, making sure everything made it home, and making sure dirty clothes are washed and the bag is empty and clean for the next week of traveling to a friend's house. Well, after those 18 years, it's now hit me. She'll be packing that overnight bag to come home to visit. She'll still be coming home, but now it will be for visits. Some long, some short, but still just a visit. So while I sat there in her dorm room looking at her overnight bag, I couldn't help but get a little emotional knowing that what this overnight bag means now. Everyone always says, take it all in. It flies by. It will be here before you know it. And while I always listened to that and I took those words to heart, it still came too fast. So my piece of advice to my mom friends with young children, those overnight bags may not mean much now, but just know the day will come where that bag comes to visit you and then leaves to go back to not your home, their home. When you realize that lump in your throat gets really big and you wonder how 18 years went by so fast.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's a good one.
So
So true.
The overnight bag, guys. It's true. I'm just packing one for my son today. The overnight bag. And for those that missed our show a couple days, was it yesterday? We talked about the 18 summers, 18 Christmases. Then was it the 96?
Was it 904 Saturdays?
Or 940 Saturdays.
72 seasons.
Something like that. But it's
Oh,
like
wow.
not too
that you have. with them.
That's one good thing about having like University of Houston here. So like it's a great school.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times your kids can at least be in the same
Keep them for another 4 years.
Yeah, at least be in the same city as you. That's always nice.
Yeah.
But you want them to go and have fun.
It's it's such a difficult thing to go through. I mean, that they're doing the right thing. I mean, my daughter came to visit me just 2 weeks ago, and she's living in Los Angeles now. And I just cherished every second that she was in town, and I cried when she left. But I'm also so proud that she's carving her own path and that they're living her own life. I got teared up.
That's cool.
Because I drove her to the airport. I took her dog with her because her dog, our dog, is very senior and may not be around too much longer. And I was loving that moment, her holding the dog. And then when she got out, walked into the terminal, and just me and the dog driving home, I got the tears rolling down my face. It still hurts every single time that she leaves. Well,
a lot of people are going to be texting, where did we find that? I would like the text that sent us the overnight bag that their cousin posted this week, to tell us your name or the author's name. And I guess we can post this on our Instagram. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Eric, if you can take a screenshot on your side too, because I took one on my phone, but I think it might be fuzzy. Maybe a more professional screenshot can happen somewhere on your side.
I'll tell Irvin to do it. He's got a better camera.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, can you put that?
That's so right. When they say things like enjoy every moment. Sam, you're in the trenches right now with a newborn, and I know you're not getting sleep, and I know you're running ragged, and you're doing everything for your son. But honest to God, what I wouldn't give just to go back for one day to what you're going through right now.
No, thanks.
I would
Not
love
me.
to. I would love to. Just you gotta enjoy every single moment.
Hell no, I don't want to go through that. At least pick a different
I
time.
said just for a day.
I think the middle mom years is good, Eric.
I want to be able to talk to them. I like
loved
when they
every
talk.
moment of
I love
it.
when they ask questions.
If you would like, Ryan, you can have him for a night, and you can relive this, and I can sleep
Well, he's
in
not
through
my
the whole
child, though.
night.
Yeah.
He's just as cute as Faith. You know, you guys
Okay.
can get cuddles, and no, I'm just kidding. No, I
My
totally
daughter's
understand.
listening online. You're being replaced, honey.
Sorry.
Yeah, new
Well,
kid.
here's what I think, Sam, because Sam and I have talked about this behind the scenes. You know, I've said that for a long time, when you're in the trenches and you just can't make one sense of one day to the next, because it just doesn't stop, right? Just doesn't stop.
The same thing every day. Every day.
Yeah, one of
every
my
day.
mom friends at the beginning of last school year had posted this thing about being a middle mom. The middle mom doesn't have the sippy cups anymore, but she also doesn't have a teenager yet. So you still have, like, those are the years you really want to just hold on to, because to Eric's point, my kids can talk back to me. Like, I can go have like a special little shopping day with my daughters, or have mommy son time, or daddy son time, daddy daughter time. And there's an interaction. There's like a real core moment happening there, because Santiago is not going to remember right now whether Sam missed a bottle or not. But my daughter will remember right now if I missed her playoff game. She will remember that I wasn't there for her championship game if she had one. You know what I mean? Like, these little middle years, I feel like those are the ones, Eric, where like, oh my God, not only did it traumatize me, it also traumatized them.
When I hear like people,
missed
like
it.
young parents take their like 2 or 3 year old to Disney World, and they spend like $7,000 and
You'll never
charge their
remember
credit cards.
it.
I'm like, man, that's a lot of money you're spending, and they're never going to remember.
Yeah, but
it.
people say they do that for
But
their
you have the
memories.
memory.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
their
you do.
memories, not
You
your
do.
kid.
But when they start going to debt, I'm like,
Yes.
you're spending all that
But it's
money.
also child development too. They're having a wonderful time, even if they're not remembering it later on in
Yeah,
life.
you get to see the sparkle in their eyes, Eric. I mean, the bibbity bobbity boutique.
Yeah, just don't
you
go to
make your
debts.
little girl have that little Cinderella hairdo.
Yeah.
and all
Do
the
it
things.
smart. Do it wisely.
That's what I'm saying. Don't
Right.
use your credit cards and
Unless you can pay it off and
Unless
get
you
them
pay it
points.
I'll tell you the hardest part.
Yeah, right.
The hardest point is when hugs are no longer welcome. That's the part where you're like, oh God, when they act like
Or-
you're cramping their style.
what's
Yeah,
the one
but
where they
they'll
drop you off a block
outgrow
away?
that, and then
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
come back, and then you'll become best friends.
Did you guys do? Sam, I bet Sam did that.
Yeah.
Because you had your mom had a
Oh,
minivan.
my mom and I was like, ew, mom, ew.
Drop me off 2 blocks
and now
before.
her and I are best friends. I'm wearing her shorts and wearing mom shorts and stuff. It's cool.
Wait, you wearing mom shorts or you
Mom
wearing her
shorts.
shorts?
You're wearing your mom's
What's
shorts.
mom shorts?
They're long shorts, Rula.
Like, how far
Like
do
my
they
butt
hit?
cheeks aren't out anymore.
I can't take her out to certain
Oh.
establishments
My butt
anymore.
cheeks aren't out.
Our cool
Sorry.
spots, we don't go to our cool spots
Because
anymore. We get our-
Sam's wearing mom shorts.
Yeah, we
With
get our
Crocs.
She's
mom
not allowed
shorts.
in anymore.
Oh, I thought you meant you were wearing your mom.
No,
Mom's
literally,
shorts.
literally, they were my mom shorts.
Oh, they were.
Yes.
Wow.
I took them from her. Thank you, Mom.
Wow.
She pulls them up to right underneath
The
them.
Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going
Mom
down
shorts.
in H-Town.
I don't think those shorts are intended as a girdle.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she said, guys, that she's never. Hold on. The fact that Sam said she's never worn shorts where her butt cheeks weren't hanging out, and darn, having a 5-month-old has made this happen now.
I wear like high necklines too, so I don't have throw up down my bra. I'm really grown up, guys.
I was wondering why people with their kids with their
Times.
butt cheeks hanging out and they sit down on their car. It's so hot.
Yeah, you
I
scald
have
your
cloth.
butt.
I don't feel it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. You need to get the velour.
Yeah.
At least maybe a seat cover.
Yes.
You get
Oh.
velour, then you're having to put push pins in your ceiling because it starts draping down.
My truck is nearly 20 years old, and it is just
I don't have
fine.
any cloth in
He even
my
has
ceiling.
those massage beads on his back. on the back. He's a baller.
Don't you ever
very
call me
luxurious.
old. You've got massage
Very
beads on your back.
Do not.
Pops.
I don't even know where to get them.
Yeah.
Now, here's something fun you might like to to do. This is brought to you by Duncan. Brew at the Zoo is back September 15th. It starts at 6 p.m., goes to 10 p.m. And new this year, guests will have access to the brand new Galapagos Islands exhibit and visit the tortoises, the sea lions, the sharks after hours. There's so many things to do at this, and it's a blast. Tickets are available for purchase right now at houstonzoo.org/brew. So brew at the zoo if you
I've
want to check that out.
done that before, and it's so much fun. It is so much fun.
Sam, you've drank everywhere.
No way, Sam. You had beer at the zoo. I don't believe it.
Of course I did.
No.
It
I
was
don't
so
believe
much
it.
fun, guys. You have to do it.
Who's that chick in the mom shorts over by the turtles?
Somehow she made Zoo Boo about the booze and the Christmas lights. Zoo Lights was about the booze.
All right, I'd like to remind everybody, if you look up tonight at the exact time, 8:49 tonight, you'll be able to see the ISS, the International Space Station, moving across the Houston skies. It'll appear west-northwest and disappear over south-southeast. And if you missed this, you get another chance on Sunday starting at 8:50 p.m. So the ISS orbiting around us, we'll be able to see it.
Be like, and then it'll be over.
Gone. It's over.
I'll
I'll get a beer to go see it, and then I'll look up and miss it. Yeah.
Exactly right. Eric's going to take a sip of his bourbon and look at my one solid rock is starting to melt. I need a refill. Oh, I missed
it. Dang it.
Oh, that was glorious.
Drink some more, I guess.
And back to school is right around the corner. The top 5 largest school districts in Houston. Of course, HISD is number 1. They start August 28th. Number 2 is Cy-Fair, and they're also August 28th. The third biggest school district, Katy ISD, that's August 16th. Fort Bend is August 9th, and Conroe is August 9th. And the whole list, you can find the whole list of back-to-school dates on all the basically all the news channels like ABC13.com, KHOU, Click to Houston.
I'm sure the parents already know.
They know that. Yeah.
They're counting down.
But I'm just saying this for the people that are driving around the neighborhoods. Be aware that kids are going back to school.
Oh, yeah, speed limits.
Please observe the speed limits.
Because it's not about, it's not about like, oh, I'm careful. Well, a lot of times kids aren't. We're watching out for the kids who may not be, they might get excited and run after one of their friends. And then boom, one darts in front of you, So
coming up next, we have to do some mystery box drama. Some things have happened.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to bring back 5 calls says it all. The last time we did this show had to make a major change when it came to song pop.
And you regretted it. So are you sure you want to do this, Eric?
Yeah, I'll probably regret this because I know what's going to happen at the end of this. 5 calls says it all from me. I know what's going to happen. But we will need... Yeah, exactly. I know what's going to happen. But we got to talk about the drama because we're supposed to start Mystery Box Monday on Monday because Roula, a listener picked you to be in the Mystery Box, but something happened with this. So we have to discuss and figure out a new plan.
Okay.
Find out what it's all about next on the Roula and Ryan Show.